Friends, this is part 3. Welcome to part 3 for Economic and Public Affairs, Current Affairs series for 25th of August. Let's start directly. 1 to 15 points has already been covered in part 1 and 2. Now this is going to be part 16. GST reduced tax rates. Again, I will repeat, reduced tax rate have doubled the taxpayer base to 12.4 million, 1 million 10 lakh. This has been said by Finance Ministry on 24th of August, which happens to be first death anniversary of former Finance Minister Arun Jaitley ji, whose work has been tremendous in having GST in whatever form we are seeing it. So now this has helped increase tax compliance, and moreover the next news is PDS by center and state covered 69% of the beneficiary, which means government is saying cheap rations to more than 1 billion people. 1 million is 100 crores, it is giving over than 100 crore people. So as per National Food Security Act NFSA, but activists are saying that this number is less. And just for record, I'm saying for under Manmohan Singh government, the number they quoted was 84 crores. So for example, the starvation of a girl in Uttar Pradesh village has bought this, and one girl was there who was saying Bhaat Bhaat, and she died on this because her PDS system could not identify with the link with Aadhaar card. So these are the issues which have been, and in most of the village, most of the states, still the work is going on. One nation, one card has been ambitious scheme for the central government. Ram Vilas Paswan ji has been saying a lot on it, and even it is being attached to how we are giving how the state can even borrow. This is one of the conditions. Surprisingly, it's one of the conditions. So there are many things which are moving in the economy as per regulations, as per economy, as per direction of the finance ministry, the government inclination towards it. So whenever those will come, we are going to just talk about them as well. So, and one more thing important from exams perspective is that information given to parliamentary standing committee. Now the question will be on which parliamentary standing committee on labor, that every migrant worker is not having ration card, did not got food in during COVID-19 pandemic. Now SBI chairman Rajneesh Kumar says governance doesn't matter, but governance matter rather than ownership. So he might be indicating to something. Is it privatization? Is it towards nomina? It is how the policy of the government wants to be done, how the merger of the banks. So if a chairman of a biggest public sector bank in India says so, it must have this repercussion, it must have its reason, it must have its rationale. Okay, moving to the next news. Change in service terms and role from revenue officer. This has been come from Northeast region, Indian Revenue Service Association of the Northeast region. They have proposed certain measures so that the roles of officers and their service condition for the ambitious scheme of faceless assessment scheme. Some includes redrafting transfer. So I will go to the proposed measure in a while, but first thing is that CBDT chief has a talk with, has to resolve a matter with his employees, with his staff, which is said that at least before the announcement of such a big scheme they should have taken into confidence, but that matter has been resolved satisfactorily. Now the proposed matter, now the question will from exam perspective will be Indian Revenue Service Association IRSA of Northeast region. Northeast region will be the key here. Proposed measures are relook at the transfer policy, allow at least 20% officers to go on deputation. This is the biggest step this can come. How many percent officer can go to the under the proposed measures? And secondly, call for exposures to various other ministries in line with IPS officers as well, so that their promotions, the cadre, they are motivated, they are working. So, and the more important thing, IRSA, these measures should be taken immediately so that they can rest fears and concerns of the and moreover IRS, they said the litigation might rise, so they have covered in the yesterday itself I covered it. So moreover the state stare at 6 trillion fiscal rule for the SBI says so. States might lose rupees 3 trillion in their own revenues this year thanks to pandemic. I mean, reason has been pandemic for world economy as well, and slow recovery in the economic activity. State Bank said in a report, and the State Bank is also, just for record I'm telling you, 16.43% contraction has also been said in a SBI report on the economy. And moreover, and regarding the global economy as well, Paul Krugman, Nobel Prize winner economist in economics, he said over 100 countries, 100 odd countries will be paying interest payments for this year over an amount $130 billion. So this money has to be coming via taxes or via debt. Debt is the easier option for most governments. Same with the Indian government as well. They have moved to printing currency, etc. So things are going to be, I mean, this pandemic has taken a toll on most of the economies. Every economy is struggling, include Americans, industrial level, G7 countries. So how things will be shaping up, let's see in future. And moreover, the last news of the day will be Punjab National Bank will restructuring a loan book by 5%. This is the second largest state-owned bank, PNB, and is expecting at least 5% of its loan book to undergo restructuring. So how they will will be eligible under restructuring profile. This has been said by Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer SS Mallikarjuna Rao from PNB. So how the economy is going to shape, how the things will get better after during the this COVID-19 crisis, how the things are evolving. The world is struggling with it. The world is making measures with it. So is Indian economy. The government is working really hard on it. So things are likely to have a glimpse of hope. The festive season is on, so demand might boost up. The government is taking adequate steps. They've eased the tax norm in GST. So a lot of things is happening. So the day they are happening, we are going to report it to you. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.